Hey again, welcome back to Daily Dose of Anime Recaps. In this video, we'll be covering episodes 1 through 4 of the series Jashin-chan, Dropkick. This series' story mainly revolves around the devil named Jashin-chan, as well as the sadistic witch Yurine, which summoned Jashin-chan from the depths of hell. Apparently, her reason behind summoning the devil was none other than the pursuit of fun and enjoyment. Unfortunately, Jashin-chan is forever unable to return back home since Yurine has no access to the spell that allows doing so. That said, the only other way for the devil to leave Earth and return back to hell is by exterminating Yurine, the one who summoned her in the first place. However, that's a feat easier said than done, as quite too often, poor Jashin-chan is beaten black and blue under Yurine's cruel hands, with none of her assassination attempts hitting the mark. Jashin-chan being able to regenerate doesn't help matters either, since Yurine can freely torture her in whatever way she prefers and not feel the least bit of guilt while doing so. Anyways, before we dig deeper, make sure you're subscribed and also don't forget to smash the bell button so you never miss an update from us. Episode 1. In the initial scene, we witness Jashin-chan arrange a hot party for her devil friends Medusa and Minosu. What's more, she even invites the fallen angel Piccola over, who continues failing to locate her lost halo and is therefore powerless to do anything. At dinner time, the mischievous Jashin-chan starts causing trouble by refusing to let Piccola taste any meat. The troublemaker doesn't stop even after being given the death stare by Yurine. Instead, she simply swallows the entire pot of meat all in one go, ruining the meal for all others. Yurine, of course, can't let matters slide by any longer, and so she pulls out her nasty sword, not willing to play the role of a sitting duck either. Jashin-chan attacks first by launching a swift dropkick at her opponent. A pity though, since no matter how she struggles, Jashin-chan fails to prevent having her tail sliced into pieces. As a result, Yurine serves scrumptious snake steak on a big platter for everyone to enjoy. On the following day, Jashin-chan plans a comeback by charging Medusa with buying her a crowbar. According to the plan, she's to slam Yurine's brain all over the place while the latter is busy binge-watching her favorite DVD. Things go south after Yurine blocks the surprise attack with ease. As expected, Jashin-chan soon has her spine crushed thanks to a crowbar slam doled out by Yurine, of course. Unfortunately, this much cruelty fails to satisfy the sadistic Yurine's appetite for blood. Thus, she pulls out her devilish chainsaw and uses it to skewer Jashin-chan's insides all over the place. The whole room is painted a gruesome blood red as a result. Days pass by until it's time for Yurine's birthday. Jashin-chan, of course, refuses to let such a good opportunity to assassinate Yurine slip by. Hence, she uses all her mental faculties to come up with the following plan. First of all, she tasks Medusa with buying her a stun gun. Next, she plans to disguise the stun gun as a gift and then use it to launch a sneak attack while her opponent's guard is down. Sadly for her, Yurine manages to eavesdrop on her entire plan. As a result, Jashin-chan ends up being tied to a chair and is electrocuted every once in a while. As for the rest, they continue to gleefully celebrate Yurine's birthday, with Jashin-chan's wails and screams serving as background music. Episode 2. Summer arrives, and with the blazing sun shining at its max, poor Jashin-chan is driven crazy and feels like being stranded in the middle of some burning desert. Meanwhile, Yurine becomes annoyed after having to listen to Jashin-chan's non-stop nagging about the humid environment. As a result, she sits upon the devil's belly all of a sudden. At least the intense blood loss helps cool down Jashin-chan's body temperature. Still, Jashin-chan definitely wasn't looking for such a radical way to cool down. Upon healing, Jashin-chan summons Kori, an ice devil whose mere presence helps keep the surrounding temperature cool and lively. She and Yurine then enjoy strawberry syrup made from Kori's blood. Later on, Jashin-chan bosses Kori around using her authority as a higher-ranked devil. Kori thus unwillingly commands a snow flurry through a flick of her finger, all in the hopes of entertaining Jashin-chan. She soon has had enough of Jashin-chan's tyranny though, and therefore retaliates. In the end, little Kori uses her ice breath to freeze away the mean snake lady for good. Afterwards, Yurine spots Piccola starving out in the streets and so allows her to tag along for some lunch at a restaurant. However, Piccola remains suspicious of Yurine's true motives and refuses to believe that Yurine is treating her out of sheer goodness of her heart. Gotta cut the fallen angel some slack here. After all, Yurine does happen to be a sadistic witch who loves hacking others into pieces. Her being accompanied by a shed load of devils 24/7 doesn't help matters either. That said, after licking clean all the dishes, Piccola promises to hunt down Yurine and the others as soon as she succeeds in locating her halo and therefore regains her powers. In the end, the angel does feel a bit conflicted in her heart, since Yurine is always such a do-gooder and often invites her over for free meals. Back at home, Jashin-chan takes refuge under the floor in hopes of launching a surprise attack against Yurine the instant she walks in. Unfortunately, her cell phone gives her location away after she receives a call from Yurine. As a result, poor Jashin-chan becomes a scapegoat for testing out Yurine's newly bought trident. Later on, we witness Medusa making her way across the streets, heading towards Yurine's home. A passenger nearby becomes enthralled by her cute voice and wishes to see the face she's been hiding under that peculiar mask of hers. Although his guess has proven correct and Medusa's face indeed turns out to be a piece of art, he doesn't enjoy the sight very long and is soon turned into a stone statue. Hence, we now learn why Medusa is so shy in public and keeps hiding her face always. As it happens, no ordinary mortal can look her straight in the eye without turning into a stone statue. Episode 3. Next, we see how there's plenty of snowflakes falling around. In short, it's Christmas, and our fallen angel Piccola is still as dirt poor as ever. Poor soul is currently sitting all alone, forced to eat dry breadcrumbs along with milk despite it being such a joyous occasion. Jashin-chan makes a stealthy entrance just then and starts devouring her plate of delicious curry while sitting alongside Piccola. Later on, once she's done making not one but 2 curry plates spotless, Jashin-chan finally sets her greedy side on Piccola's breadcrumbs. Yup, despite being so well fed, the mean snake lady's stomach still craves for more, and so she plans to snatch away Piccola's lunch. Just then, Yurine intervenes and is annoyed after learning that Jashin-chan ate away her plate of curry as well. As a means of punishment, she now hands over the chicken meant for Jashin-chan to Piccola instead. The next day, Cory, Chan's elder sister, Yusa, comes over for a visit. She instantly presents her sincere gratitudes towards Yurine for having taken care of her little sister previously. At the same time, she continues giving Jashin-chan the death stare. Turns out, Jashin-chan had previously teased her little sister Cory non-stop back when she first got summoned in those insanely hot summer days. At one point, she continued blowing a whistle into the Ice Devil's ears until the latter went dizzy. On other occasions, she would stick a grocery bag on Cory's back and act as if the latter was some sort of food item at the local store or something. All these pranks badly traumatized poor little Cory, and so she went back to complain against Jashin-chan in front of her big sister. Back in present, Jashin-chan shows a fearless stance and even launches a dropkick at the little snitch who went back home complaining against her. Thankfully though, Yusa rescues her little sister in time and even avenges her by turning Jashin-chan into a block of ice. A couple days later, Medusa comes to pay another random visit. The Stone Devil is dismayed by her best friend Jashin-chan's heartless commentary. As a result, she swears never to pay Jashin-chan another visit here on Earth ever again. This sudden and out-of-the-blue decision of hers succeeds in plunging Jashin-chan into the depths of despair. After all, being dirt poor herself, Jashin-chan can't possibly hope to buy anything without her personal ATM Medusa lending her loads of cash every now and then. Jashin-chan thus heads over to the local pub and is seen wallowing in her misery there by chugging down dozens of strawberry wine glasses in a go. In the end though, it turns out that Jashin-chan was right about Medusa being a goody two-shoes after all. As it happens, Medusa couldn't truly imagine abandoning her needy friend for very long, and therefore returns by herself shortly afterwards. Episode 4. At the gaming zone, Jashin-chan's rotten luck gets the better of her as she fails to get her hands on a rare action figure despite a dozen attempts. Just when she's about to leave in dejection, some random kid comes in and manages to win that rare figure after a single attempt. The unfairness leaves Jashin-chan's heart burning in agony, and so she starts plotting ways to snatch away the action figure from the kid. Once she's done concocting her wicked scheme, Jashin-chan requests to have a look at the said action figure. The unsuspecting boy instantly agrees, unaware of the wretched fate that awaits his toy. Turns out, Jashin-chan soon swallows the action figure and gets it covered in sticky saliva. This causes the boy's agitation to reach fever pitch, and so he sends the mean snake lady flying with an epic uppercut. Afterwards, the kid refuses to touch the action figure out of disgust and simply lets Jashin-chan keep it. In such a way, Jashin-chan's plan of attaining the rare action figure succeeds, albeit at the price of her chin broken. Astonishingly, a cop named Mai Tachibana arrests Jashin-chan for no apparent reason on her way back home. Yurine responds to the call and comes rushing to the police station. The merciless brute refuses to even listen to any of Jashin-chan's explanations and simply starts beating her black and blue all of a sudden. Can't blame her, as Jashin-chan mostly is the one causing trouble everywhere. Not this time though, as the reason why Jashin-chan got arrested is simply because Tachibana took a liking to her. Tachibana then pleads with Yurine to let her keep Jashin-chan. Yurine agrees to the proposal without any hesitation at first, since doing so will rid her of Jashin-chan's annoying presence. Soon she decides against it though, since after all, the burden of doing all the dishes and cleaning will fall upon herself in case Jashin-chan leaves. Unfortunately, Tachibana isn't willing to take no for an answer and firmly believes in the principle of destroying what he can't have for himself. Therefore, the mad psycho cop goes on a rampage and starts attacking Jashin-chan using her blade. At one point, she even manages to injure the poor snake devil and then starts snapping photos while the former writhes in agony. Tachibana finally leaves after clicking a ton of photos, each of them displaying Jashin-chan's facial features contorted in pain and misery. A couple days later, Medusa pays a visit only to see her best friend Jashin-chan's head fall off her shoulders. Assuming how her friend has died for whatever unknown reason, Medusa's heart collapses all of a sudden. Just when she's busy spewing tears of regret and sorrow over her friend's corpse, Jashin-chan starts throwing fits of laughter from inside the cupboard. Turns out, she just shed her skin not long ago and instantly came up with this prank to pull Medusa's leg. However, it seems as if Jashin-chan really went too far this time around and may have crossed a line indeed. Now, Medusa slips away into passive-aggressive mode and threatens never to return back, this time for real. Realizing her blunder, Jashin-chan starts pleading all of a sudden, begging for Medusa to stay and not abandon her to live alone in this wretched place. Medusa nonetheless declines all her pleas and slips away after all. Funny thing is, she returns just as quick and had merely been pulling a prank on Jashin-chan as a means of vengeance. In reality though, none of the two can maintain their distances with each other for very long. Soon, Yurine comes back home to see both friends interacting with each other in their usual lovey-dovey manner. This wraps up the episode's end, and we are left pondering several mysteries. Will Jashin-chan truly be able to exterminate Yurine one day and reclaim her freedom? Or is she doomed to be stuck as a summoned devil on this planet forever, never to return back to her home in hell? What's more, will the fallen angel Piccola ever succeed in regaining her angelic powers by locating her lost halo? Or does she share the same miserable fate of being stuck on a foreign planet just like Jashin-chan? Finally, will Jashin-chan and Medusa remain thick as thieves forever? Or will their friendship decay over time and the two shall drift apart after all? We'll find out in the next couple of episodes of Jashin-chan Dropkick. And if you're a subscriber with notifications enabled, you'll learn the answers as well.